Sometimes the best adventures happen when things don't go according to plan. Last weekend, my sister, my 12-year-old daughter, and we set out to climb Kings Peak, which is the highest mountain in Utah. But there was a wildfire and the area had to be evacuated. In that moment, it felt like our whole trip was ruined. But last minute, we changed our plans and we ended up going to Cirque of the Towers in the Wind River Range. And it was one of the most breathtaking places I've ever been. For today's podcast, I want to share with you 5 lessons that I learned from my recent backpacking trip that can help you on your path to your goal body. This is episode number 209. When the path gets tough, keep going. This is the Healthy Real Food Podcast. I'm your coach, Erin Hart, a registered nurse and health coach who understands the struggle of feeling out of control around food and has walked the path of transformation, experiencing the miracle of sustainable weight loss with the sugar and flour-free lifestyle. If you are a woman who feels powerless against your cravings and is ready to live your life with more energy, mental clarity, and purpose, there is hope. Here we believe that with God, a mindset of unstoppability, and consistent execution of a winning strategy, anything is possible for you. So if you're ready to find freedom from food addiction, take control of your health, and pursue your dreams with renewed energy, support, and accountability, let's go. Hey, my friend, welcome back. I'm so glad that you are here today. I am so excited to tell you about my recent backpacking trip that I had with my sister and my 12-year-old daughter. It was so amazing. So this past Thursday to Saturday, we planned for over a year to go backpacking, and our plan was to climb Kings Peak. But when we were almost there to the parking lot, we saw this huge cloud of smoke, and we called the Forest Service, and it turns out there was a really big forest fire and they were evacuating everybody. So we weren't able to climb Kings Peak, but it actually turned out even better. We were a little disappointed when we learned that we couldn't do Kings Peak, but we had a choice. We could either turn around and go home or we could pivot. And with some really quick research, we landed on going to a different place to backpack. It's called Cirque of the Towers in the Wind River Range in Wyoming. And it was amazing. It was so incredible. And I'm just going to tell you that this unexpected detour, it really ended up being even better than what we had planned for ourselves. So I'm so grateful we had this experience. And, it ended up teaching me some really powerful lessons, life lessons that directly apply to living a healthy, real food lifestyle and getting to your goal body. So on my trip, I was thinking about you and I really wanted to share these lessons with you to help you on your path to your goal body. So, when you're on a health journey, just like when you're on a hiking trail, things don't always go exactly as you plan. On your health journey, you might get some curveballs like vacations, stress, sickness, unexpected life events. And if you've been living in that all or nothing mindset, like those curveballs can feel like a reason to quit. But just like our backpacking trip, sometimes the detour really can lead you to somewhere better. And there's so much to learn through those experiences. The Wind River Range was absolutely stunning. I've never been to a more beautiful place, I don't think. Towering granite peaks that were carved by glaciers, crystal clear lakes and rivers and waterfalls. It was really breathtaking. But to get there, you have to work for it. Not a lot of people are able to see that place, the Cirque of the Towers, because there aren't any roads to get there. You have to backpack in. I'm so grateful we had the opportunity to do that. To get there, you have to work for it, right? That's why a lot of people don't achieve their goal body either, right? If it were easy, everyone would do it. So we arrived at the trailhead at 6:30 p.m., which was a lot later than we had planned to start our backpacking trip because we had to drive an extra 3 hours. When we arrived, we were worried about time. We had a 6 mile hike to our base camp that was ahead of us. I was carrying a 40-pound pack. And yeah, the last couple of hours we were in the dark and we set up our camp with our headlamps. The next day, we set out for the Cirque. It was about 8 miles of hiking that day, a really high elevation. We climbed over a really windy mountain pass and boulder fields that were challenging. And it was steep, but absolutely breathtaking. And my sister just kept saying, "You can do anything if you go slow enough." So we literally were averaging like 1 mile an hour that day, but that was such a good lesson, and that stuck with me so much because it's exactly the same in our health journeys, right? There is no rush. What is the rush? Here are a few big lessons from that trip that I really want to share with you so that you can take them into your weight loss journey. The first one is that detours can lead to something better. So we didn't climb King's Peak, but we discovered something even more beautiful. And in your health journey, you're going to have setbacks. Maybe the plan that you thought would get you to your goal body isn't working out. And that doesn't mean that you failed. It means that you have the chance to learn from that and find a better way. Number two is to go slow if you need to. Just don't stop. And we didn't rush to the top. We were probably like the slowest people on the trail because sometimes we would take like literally 3 steps and then stop and catch our breath. We rested often, but we kept moving forward. And your weight loss journey is the same. It's not about a speed, it's about persistence. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be unstoppable and keep going. Number three, look up and see how far you've come. So sometimes we get in that mode where we just get our head down and focus on one step at a time. But every so often, it's really important to look up and measure your progress backward from how far that you've come and just realize how much progress that you've made on your health journey so far. If you only focus on how far you have to go, it's really easy to get discouraged. So I invite you to take time to notice your wins, big and small. Number four, the goal isn't a finish line. It is a life that you love. When we reached the Cirque, the joy wasn't just checking that off the list. It was in getting there and experiencing all of it, all of the view on the way, like having lunch by a waterfall and sharing that moment with my sister and my daughter. So your goal body, it's not about getting to a number on the scale. It's about having a body that lets you live your life fully and do what matters most to you. It's important to enjoy the journey to your goal body. Don't wait to love yourself. Love yourself all along the way and enjoy your body that you have right now on your way to your goal body. And the fifth lesson I want to share with you today is just doing it for your future self. So the hike that we did was really hard, but my body could handle it because of the choices that I've made over the past 5 years. And that is such an amazing miracle and blessing in my life because of my past self. Eating healthy, weightlifting, staying consistent, the steps that you are taking today are such a gift to the future version of yourself who's out there in a year, 5 years, or 10 years from now. And your future self will thank you. On this success path to your goal body, you're going to have days when the journey feels really fun and exciting. You're going to have days when it gets boring and repetitive. And then you're going to have days when it feels really hard and you want to give up. And that is normal. Nothing has gone wrong. What matters is not that you never struggle, but that you keep your vision in front of you. Remember where you're going and why you started. You can't change the part of your story that's already been written, but you can absolutely change the ending. So today, I want you to think about this. Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? And why is it worth it to you? So write it down, look at it often. On our backpacking trip, we had the goal to getting to the Cirque, and it was so worth all of the effort and planning to get there. It was not easy, and not a lot of people are able to see that beautiful place. And not a lot of people are able to achieve their goal body, but you can do anything if you go slow enough. So it's not about racing to the finish line here. There is no finish line. You're never done, just like the dishes and laundry are never done. You are a work in progress. But let that vision fuel the steps that you're taking today, no matter how small, because it's not about being perfect, it's about being unstoppable. So remember, my friends, detours can lead to something better. Go slow if you need to, just as long as you don't stop. And celebrate how far you've come. Don't just focus on how far you have to go. Enjoy the journey to your goal body. A lot of times we think that we'll be happy when we get there, but the truth is that the joy is in the pursuit of the goal. So here's my challenge for you today. Decide where you want to go, who you want to be, and why it's important to you, and write it down. Look at it often and let that vision fuel your actions today, not just someday, but today. Because this isn't about being perfect, it's about being unstoppable. You can do hard things. You are stronger than you think that you are. Thanks for listening today. If you enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love my coaching program. If you're struggling with your sugar and flour-free lifestyle and want to lose weight for the last time, I can help you. Just imagine living in your goal body and having peace with food. Your success is guaranteed. To learn more about how to get support, guidance, and accountability so you can find peace with food, achieve your goal body this year, and have more energy, visit www.healthyrealfood.com. While you're there, be sure to sign up for the upcoming free challenge to learn the Success Framework, and click the link to my schedule for a free one-to-one coaching call so we can get you started on your success path. You have the power to create the life that you want. This is the year of you. I'm cheering you on. Now go win the day. You got this.